Hello, lovely world of YouTube. So today I am 5 weeks post-op from a mommy makeover, which is a tummy tuck, liposuction, fat transfer to my breast and my booty cakes, breast lift, breast augmentation, and having galaflex sewn in to my boobs. So I am tired, so hopefully this video won't be too rambly or bizarre, just because I'm tired. So the goal is that I'm going to strip down and I'll get down to my underwear and bra and show you guys where my swelling is at 5 weeks. So it's looking pretty good if you ask me, but you didn't, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. So for a nice change of pace, I have on clothing, like I have on a real shirt and I have on shorts, like I'm fully dressed. My hair is a little bit crazy because we went to a car show today, which is part of why I'm so tired. And I had on a hat. I had on a like a straw fedora because I had skin cancer last year, and so we try to minimize that. But I get a little sunburn on my arms. It was in a parking lot, which I didn't realize that's where it was going to be, and I was just like baking while we were talking to people. So one nice guy was like, "You have to be cooking with that pale white skin. Come stand in the shade and stand in front of my fan." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." So that's part of why I'm tired though, is I went to the car show. Also, I was out late last night. I drank booze for the first time since I had surgery. I just drank a little bit of St. George's gin with some sugar-free raspberry syrup and some club soda and a squirt of lime. It was quite delicious, but it just took one small drink to make me go, ooh. So that was kind of silly, but it's what happens when you don't drink for like several months. So so I was out late drinking, shooting shit, and then I knew I needed to get up early for the car show because I had to go wake somebody up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5:30 and it was like, oh, I'm awake. So got up, went to the bathroom, like, cause the first thing I have to do since surgery is poop. Like the moment I wake up, I have to go poop. I don't know if it's because when they did the muscle repair, they like cinched down on my guts so much that my body's like, oh God, it's coming out. I don't know. It's very strange. But, so then I laid back down in bed. I laid in bed until about 6:30 and I was like, well, clearly I'm not going to go back to sleep. So I got up, made coffee, took a shower, did all those things that, you do basically to prepare for the day. And so went and woke somebody up and drove to, I'm in New Orleans, we drove to Ponchatoula, which is just a drive through the swamps and the bayous basically. And went to the car show, checked out some really cool cars. I have some pictures I need to put on my Instagram. I'm so bad about taking pictures when I'm out. So we went to a couple antique shops, shop the shit again. We're really good at shooting the shit. So went to a little brew pub. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. Brews and I don't remember, but I was kind of debating about what to eat or not because I know I'm struggling to eat and it's being very difficult and things are hurting my stomach and upsetting my stomach. And the last thing I wanted was to be on a bridge through a lake or a swamp or a body of water and be like, oh God, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, I can't imagine anything worse is like having to pull over and crap on the side of a bridge. So that'd be pretty bad. Anyway, so we ended up getting duck loin, fried duck loin. It was encrusted in crushed almonds and then deep fried. And that deep frying did not go over well with my tummy. And then I had a wedge salad, which I don't know if I've ever had a wedge salad in my life, but it was a wedge of iceberg lettuce coated in delicious blue cheese dressing with a drizzled balsamic glaze. And some finely chopped bacon and some finely chopped hard-boiled egg. And I left off the grape tomatoes. I don't really love them. That salad was delicious and I ate every freaking bite of it. Mostly because it was drenched in blue cheese dressing, which is definitely my favorite dressing. So that was cool. I was really glad to have that. And I drank a ton of water, of course. So, and then I think that was and then we went to this store called Dirt Cheap. We went to two. So one is like a clothing and stuff store, and then the other one is like building supplies. And so we walked around both of them, and we ended up buying a chainsaw because who doesn't want to play with a chainsaw? It's a freaking chainsaw. So we like went back and forth on which chainsaw to buy. So we are just sharing a chainsaw. Basically, we both paid for half the chainsaw, and it's gonna be fun to play with. I'm excited that I'm sharing a chainsaw with somebody. Yeah, I got issues. So, but drove back, shot the shit some more, played with the dog, and then came home, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I need to make a YouTube video, but because I didn't make one yesterday because I don't know what, I worked and slacked apparently. So I'm making the YouTube video obviously, but I started watching Gladiator with Russell Crowe, and because I've just been thinking about my dad a lot the last couple of days, and it's Father's Day weekend, and my dad, I actually had a stepdad who raised me. He married my mom when I was like 4 or 5, and then my biological dad, and they both passed away in the same year. So, but Gladiator was one of my stepdad's favorite movies, and so I'm watching it this weekend and thinking about him. So, and then after I text this, I'm gonna text one of my friends who lost her father last year, because this week she's been really deep in her grief, and so we were talking a little bit back and forth about it, and so I just want to reach out to her and be like, me too, because she asked me when it stops hurting, and I told her it doesn't ever go away. It's gonna make me tear up, and it doesn't. So I was watching Gladiator for my dad, and I was like, so I'm gonna fall apart and I'm gonna fall asleep, so I'm gonna hop on here and start making a YouTube video for you guys. Okay, so to our dads, man. So I am gonna get on with this. I'm gonna pause this video and I am going to start taking off my clothing, and I'm gonna reset the shot. So when you guys see me again, I'm gonna be further back. The camera's gonna be further back. I struggle with this camera on this freaking tripod. I don't know why. But I'm gonna take off my shirt. I'm gonna show you guys my shorts and one of the issues I'm having with clothing, and then I will swap out, take off my compression garment, which I'm still wearing 24/7. a week and 2 days after my plastic surgeon told me I don't have to, but wear it 6 to 8 hours a day, and that I can wear Spanx. Still wearing the compression garment. It's like my safety net. So, and I'll take that off and just be in a bra and underwear and show you guys what my swelling looks like. Okay, see you in a hot second. Obviously I have no shirt on. I told you I have a compression garment on and a bra on. So these shorts, they're a size 6. I wore them pre-surgery. I'm chopping off the top of my head. I wore them pre-surgery, and they were snug in the waist because of my fat, loose skin belly. But now these things are huge in my waist. You see that? And both of my arms are in there. So they're super huge in the waist. So then, okay, but they fit through like my butt basically. But I can yank them down on my hips, but then the crotch is saggy and they don't really stay put. And so I don't know what I'm gonna do about my shorts situation. Like I said, these are a 6, and I know I still have to come down in swelling. I think I'm gonna end up being a 4, possibly a 2, but I worry about my butt because we have fat additives, which means my butt is still swollen, so who knows. But let me see. Here's the problem, right? These shorts are open as far as they can go. I'm not losing my underwear in this video, y'all. And it's like trying to get them down over my butt is a challenge. And I pulled up my legs so that the legs of my garment so that they weren't poking out the bottom of my shorts. So I'm a little concerned about like, how am I gonna get a size 2 or 4 over this thing? So anyway, but yeah, that's the problem I'm having with shorts. It's huge in my waist. But to be fair, my waist has gone down considerably, and most of my swelling is right here, as you are about to see. Okay, so I don't have a garment on anymore. This is what my body is currently looking like. I feel deformed, to be perfectly honest. Like, I just feel deformed at this point because I have this whoop waist and then these giant hips and this swollen ass belly and this bizarre fold, which will go away, down the center of my belly. I just feel deformed though at this point. So this is my side view. Let me pull my drawers back up. Side, look, and I feel deformed from this side. Oh, let's check out my sunburn. It's not too bad. But, so yeah, I feel deformed from the front. I feel okay from the side. I feel okay from the other side. You can see where my garment makes a crease on me though. All right, so here's my incision. So it's still, and again, today's 5 weeks. I'm still swollen, like it's rock hard right here. Rock hard, little tiny bit soft right here. But let's see if I can get closer and show you guys. Yeah, I can, cool. So, y'all don't need to see that much of my pubic hair. This is still a tiny bit of bruising, tiny bit of bruising. But I think it's also a mix of stretch marks and a scar from another surgery. Like I just figured that one out the other day. So starting from the left, I without a doubt have a dog ear right here. You can see that pucker. When I turn sideways, you can see the little pucker. So I suspect that'll be a revision. This is where my hip kept opening over and over and over again. So that's pretty firmly attached. I bet that's gonna take another week to come off. So this is all pretty smooth. Right here, it's got some extra skin that needs to come off. Right here, it has a scab. This incision's pretty well healed up. That feels like it's a tiny scab. This, I can't tell if that's a scab or not, and you probably can't really tell in the video. So this is all scab right here. It's gotta come off. Smooth, a little bit of scabbing, This is mostly just like built up skin. And then, yeah, I think that's it as far as scabbing goes. So it's not too bad. This is, I believe, a scar from a prior surgery as well. And so because I have ordered more scar gel and I'm paying for it myself, I've started putting scar gel on these scars because they're raised, they're like keloided. They're raised and they're hypertrophic and they're old. And so I was thinking maybe if I start putting scar gel on there, it'll help flatten them out. So I don't know if it will or not, but my belly button, I mean, it's getting more open on its own, right? Like I just looked at pictures from last week and it was still kind of like this, and now it's relaxing, you can tell. And like this skin is pretty soft. I hope this goes down some more, but I know swelling's supposed to last until 12 weeks. So I hope that goes down. But then it's like once you get to this point, it's where my belly is really tough, like really firm. Oh, I feel a little lump. I'm gonna tell her I got a fat lump right there when I get in dermology on Tuesday. But so, and yeah, this is pretty firm to the touch, and it shouldn't be. Like it's really firm. Like this is just tissue. My hip bones are here and here, right? So it's not like the worst in the world. There's my back. This was pretty saggy. It's firmed up some, but like I don't know if it's swollen. I'm not sure if I had liposuction right there, but I would really like for that to go down some with this. But again, I'm 5 weeks. Swelling is supposed to go to about 12 weeks. So I've got 7 more weeks for this to even out and for me to stop feeling like a freakazoid the way that my belly is shaped. The other thing is cool. I've told y'all I have a huge rib cage, right? Like 101 centimeters. That's a big rib cage, especially for a woman. But I'm starting to see my ribs again, which is like, oh, that's cool and amazing. Like you can see the outline of them. Yeah, so I enjoy that. I'm a fan of that. Obviously my scar's dark. This is part of what happens. When you first, like when my scabs first came off, it was like a thin white line, right? And then it started getting this purpley color, but this is perfectly normal. The scar starts looking a lot worse before it starts looking better. So I'm pretty okay with that, right? I mean, I knew that ahead of time, so I was prepared for that. I kind of feel like, oh my God, y'all, this is the kind of shit I do constantly. My underwear is on backwards. You know, all day, I thought it was my shorts that were like riding up funny, or like maybe it was my garment being weird. And like, I didn't know what was going on oh, that's way down there. Why I was feeling the way that I felt. Well, it turns out my freaking underwear is on backwards. It also turns out this underwear looks the same front or back. Actually, it might be a little bigger when it's on front ways than it's on back ways. I don't know. This is my life. Let's see what else. Now, so the only problem with me keeping the camera, oh, there, you guys can see my whole body. Sorry, that was kind of suggestive. I didn't mean it to be. So when I sit down, like if I sit up straight, I have no belly. I have no overhang, right? Oh, can y'all see from the side? Which is kind of cool. So I can slouch, and I do get a little bit of a roll, like an indentation right here, and then this poofs out and poofs apart. So now if I do this, I have a belly that you guys can't see because it's obscured by my legs. So, okay, so where are we at with 5 weeks post-op? Am I having pain? I have a little bit of tenderness over my ribs and in my lower back, right? I'm still swollen in my abdomen and my back along my hips, probably on my butt. I'm regaining sensation, so now like when I touch back here, it kind of just feels like it's been asleep. Like it's not full sensation or full feeling by any stretch. Here, I'm pinching myself, right? I can't feel that actually at all right here. I can't feel that I'm pinching myself. I can feel it up here though. It doesn't actually feel great, so I should stop doing that. My breasts, my nipples are super uneven. At this point, my left breast has dropped into like a nice, beautiful shape, and my right breast has not. To be frank, it looks real fucked up right now, and I'm really self-conscious about it. And I know it's going to take at least 3 months for my breasts to go where they need to be, right? Just like liposuction swelling is going to last for 3 months. And so I'm hoping that my right breast is going to drop more into the pocket. It kind of is having a weird shape with the scar tissue. So I'm like, oh, please, 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 please turn it around, right? I don't want to get a revision. Like, I don't want to go under the knife again and do more surgery. This shit sucks. So I know it wouldn't be as extensive as what I've gone through already, but I still just like want it to work out like it should, and I want it to look nice when all is said and done without having to undergo a second surgery. I know I'm gonna have some scar revision on my areola and on that dog ear right there. That kind of is what it is. I knew that was a risk, and so but as far as tiredness, the other thing I did is when I came home, my daughter accidentally knocked a couple bottles of sugar-free barbecue sauce and a lemon garlic herb marinade out of the pantry, and they shattered and sent glass just everywhere, and like 32 ounces of barbecue sauce and marinade got everywhere. So I helped her clean up all that glass and clean up all the barbecue sauce and marinade and mop the floor. I think she's mopped the floor 3 times now, bless her. We cleaned the mats that were in the kitchen, and so the good news is my kitchen needed to be mopped anyway. The bad news is I was kind of looking forward to trying those sauces. I was thinking about making that or marinating some pork tenderloin in that lemon herb one, but I can just go get a new one from the store. It's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for 5 weeks. I've got that tiny little bruise left. So I know some other people who were honest about the recovery and the surgery had commented that by 5 weeks their bruising was cleared, and so in 5 weeks I've got a tiny bit of bruising left. So it is what it is. I feel like my scar looks like crap, but it's expected at this point that it's not going to look fantastic. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I get tired, right? I can walk around a good amount, but I get tired. I can only reach so far because when I stretch too far, I feel it in my boobs. Like I feel those incisions pull. It's uncomfortable. Right now, I still have, that's the other thing. So I still have some scabs around my areolas and a little bit in my vertical incisions. And they're itchy right now. Oh, they're so itchy because it's all healing up, right? And plus the skin is super dry and flaky like it was around this scar. And so I just kind of want to go, but I don't, because obviously if I did that, it would be utter freaking agony. So I have sensation in both my nipples. I don't know how much sensation I have at this point. I haven't really done a lot of experimenting on them. They're healing, and we would like them to continue to heal, so we don't do things like that to our body parts that are, no pinching nipples that were sewn back on. I feel like that's not a great plan of action. So, all right, so I think that's about it for 5 weeks. I'm trying to think if there were any other questions. I've been on the Reddit subreddit again, just talking to people, answering questions. I'm super excited to have run into some new people today that are closer to my age getting surgery. And so it seems like when you're 25 and getting the surgery, you're down for like 2 days and then you're up, I don't know, traveling Europe and getting paid via Instagram. But when you start to be a little older, like say, I don't know, 40, it seems like your recovery takes a little bit longer and is more in line with what the surgical guidelines are. Strangely enough, right? So, all right, I am going to wrap this up. I'm going to do some editing so that you guys don't have to stare at like my midsection while I turn the camera on and off. And then I am going to watch some more Gladiator, and I may or may not eat some chicken or maybe some hatch chili taco bake with way too much sour cream and a whole lot of salsa and half an avocado. That's very specific, isn't it? Okay, so Instagram is fatgirlgunslim79. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel, leave some comments. Apparently I have some comments that I need to look at. YouTube is not alerting me that I have comments, and so I need to be more diligent about going in and reading and responding to my comments. So I like getting questions. I like being able to help you guys. You guys are fantastic and awesome. I am still sort of straight hair after being out in the humidity today. It's starting to do a little wave curl thing, but we've still got a ways to go before I wet it. So it's gonna have to stay the course hair, but I love this color a lot. My hairdresser is fantastic. I would like to mention her name in this video, but I'm not going to because I don't want to just call her out on her fabulousness. And you guys might start calling her and taking all the appointments. This is my hair color. She's not gonna do this color for you. But if you take all the appointments, I'll get real upset because I really love her and I love what she does to my hair. So anyway, like, subscribe, have a lovely, beautiful day. Stop looking at me in my bra and underwear.